It was won. The trophy was paraded a few nights later to a packed crowd at St Andrews, everybody revelling in the marvellous moments. Birmingham had bounced back to Division 1. In total, 82 goals were scored in 64 games. Birmingham achieved the double and the Blues were back where they belonged. With an injury list that was horrific, to say the least, Barry Fry's larger-than-life character propelled the Blues to new heights. Away from the first team, the reserves gained promotion from the Pontins Division 2. The youth side were Midlands Youth Cup winners, and the under-12s won an international youth tournament. The structure is there for Birmingham to become a great club once more. The crowds are flooding back to St Andrews, which with all the development is now a magnificent stadium and intimidating for any visiting side. The silverware is shining brightly at St Andrews. Who's to say that there won't be more to come in the future years? Birmingham are now a force to be reckoned with. They took on 3 Premiership sides and grabbed points off all of them.
Birmingham City to win the league championship. And I'm going to ask Barry Fry.
The smile on Barry Fry's face is beaming as wide as ever. After all the trials and tribulations he's been through, who can blame him for these moments of happiness? Hope for the future is high, but just what does Barry think of the season that we've just been through? And what are his hopes for the future?
We wanted to do the double, and it was much easier said than done. It was a very, very hard season. I think we finished up playing 64 games, but the lads deserve all the credit they get because we had a big squad and we needed every one of them. And whoever got injured, and we had an horrendous injury list. I think we had 19 or 20 major operations. I've not had that in the last 15 years of management, let alone in one season. But like I say, all credit to the lads. Whoever come in done a fabulous job. And it was very, very much a team effort from everybody at the club, and I'm delighted for everybody that we achieved a double. Particularly the promotion, we're desperate to get up. That was our #1 priority from the start. The getting to Wembley and having 50,000 Blue Noses there was something else as well. And although I thought it was a poor game, I thought we deservedly won it in the end, and it was great for the fans and the players and the owners and everybody connected with the club. When we was at Wembley, I mean, we wanted to win. You know, it's no good being in competitions if you don't want to win them. I had mixed feelings. Once it went into extra time, I didn't want it to go on half an hour. We'd already had a couple of injuries in the 90 minutes, and I thought that an extra half an hour of extra time would drain our players for the Wednesday. So I was pleased that it was sudden death, and Tatey popped up yet again as he did against Swansea and scored after 7 minutes or whatever it was. So I think it most probably winning at Wembley was a relief, and then getting really psyched up for the Brentford game. I thought against Brentford the lads done absolutely marvellous. They was competitive, strong, aggressive, and after all the tiredness they must have felt, because let's face it, the week before we played on the Saturday, the Monday, the Wednesday at Plymouth, before we played on the Sunday at Wembley. And Wembley's sapping in itself, but you know, travel to Cambridge and travel to Plymouth midweek, the travelling's tiring, and I think the character the lads showed in them games and in the travelling and picking themselves up and having another go, absolutely outstanding for me. You know, I think at times, you know, Bennett's been outstanding, Gary Paul's been outstanding, Gary Cooper's been marvellous, you know, because John Frame's been riddled with injury all season and illness. Liam Dacey's been outstanding for me, you know. Formed a great partnership with Dave Barnett, who's really dedicated himself and done fantastically well. You know, Hunt is a class player, and Shearer's done great. Wardy's, you know, run the show for us in the middle of the park. Claridge's run his what's-its off up front and scored a lot of goals. Francis has done his job. Jose Dominguez is not played many times, but when he has, he's set us alight and what have you. Louis Donner had an outstanding season earlier on, and then unfortunately he got injured as well. You know, Ricky Otto, I know there's been a lot of people that's been disappointed with Ricky, and me included, but he's still done his bit for us. He's still scored vital goals or made vital goals for other people. You know, so I think everybody's contributed greatly, to be honest. Chrissy White has played centre half, left back, right back, scored a vital goal at Plymouth. I mean, it's endless. I could make a case for all the players. I wouldn't like to pick out one individual. I thought it was very, very much a team performance. I thought my management team, my backroom staff was magnificent, despite being under tremendous pressure before we kicked a ball. They kept their cool, they done the right things on the training ground. Even when we had dodgy results, we all believed in what we was doing and kept at it. And like I say, I'm delighted for everybody that it finished up with us doing the double, and all the fans and the owners and the board and the players and everybody had a wonderful, wonderful season. And we're delighted to welcome aboard Auto Windscreens and let it be a long and happy association with both of us. I mean, I think we'll be good for one another, there's no question about it. I mean, they've been very lucky for us so far. You know, we've only been in the competition for a year and we've won it, and now we've signed up a 3-year agreement, and like I say, I think both of us will get a lot out of it, and I'm very grateful to them, because in football, no matter how much money you're making through the turnstiles and what have you, you always need sponsorship in this day and age, and it's one of the best sponsorships in the First Division. I'm delighted that they've joined us. Being realistic, we want to get in the Premiership. You know, we're not in the league to be also-rans. We want to win it. In saying that, looking at all them teams in it, it's going to be very, very difficult, but that's our ambition. We do want to get in the Premiership. I think Birmingham City belongs in the Premiership. It's got the stadium, it's got the support that warrants that. I think it's got the team, and with 1 or 2 additions that we're trying very hard to get, I think we'll be there or thereabouts. So we're all looking forward to another successful season.